just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Horned Frogs will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Seminoles will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
Open space at the 25. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. And the Noles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Nothing too surprising about seeing the Seminoles being productive in the passing game.
Man, we can think back, Reese, to so many great offenses for Florida State, whether it's Charlie Wood or Chris Winkie, whoever it is, the trigger man being really, really good is the start of a great Florida State team.
Complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. The expressway is wide open. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. They're going to throw it again. Get it out on the screen. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just said there.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. Talk about a great way to start the game and setting the tone right out of the gate.
You ain't lying. Sometimes it takes a couple drives to get the juices going and get in a rhythm. No, sir. They came on the field locked, loaded, ready to roll. No slow start here.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And how about this matchup we'll see today between 2 tremendous tight ends, David?
I mean, 2 guys that are so fun to watch that really make defense defense hard. Like, how do you want to play this guy? We're going to see which defense can step up and try to stop these elite tight ends.
Yeah, it's not often that you say the tight end is the key to the offense's success. Both of these teams feel that way, though. So which of these two dudes can make the most plays today?
Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. The play action fake. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Horned Frogs send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Now on the return. Slips through the line. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting...
A spectacular layout and catch. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He wants to throw. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
Steps away.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off and get what I can get.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Escapes the sack. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The Seminoles trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Ohio State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a tight one so far in Columbus. They're up by 7 over Kennesaw State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And that is priority number 1 for defenses. Get to the quarterback, affect him, get hits on him. They do it right here. Get their first sack of the game. Last game, by the way, last time out, they had 5. Let's see what this defense can continue to do.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Fires to the middle. It's caught. Knocked off his feet. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly. Defense looks as if it's coming. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Still running at the 40. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Off the RPO, complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Off play action. They're working that left side. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The give to the tailback. And they'll get him on the ground at the 3-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, that's going to be a little more work for the kicker.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
2nd and short now after that completion. To the ground with the back. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. What do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
They're going back to the ground. At the 45 on his way. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The Noles are flying down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Firing to the right, complete. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. They're trying to get to him. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
That makes the score Florida State 17, TCU 3.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Fakes his man out. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second,
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line. D showing blitz. They might be bluffing. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Bought a little time, lets it go. He finds his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to the air one more time. Pressure coming. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
That makes the score Florida State 17, TCU 6.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Fair catch called for and made. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
A first down for the offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Wants to throw on second down. Got it in the middle, it's King. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his man. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
He'll come out throwing on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Seminoles had this offense rolling. They'll give it to him again. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the number one thing. Avoid disaster here. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Boise State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Iowa. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to get to him.
Holding. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. This offense has a 2nd down play.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off. On the return, it's Silva. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Offense set on 1st down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action, maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining up all over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Getting some heat. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running to the left. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Noles! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, TCU! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. They'll run the screen. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Quarterback checking the play. Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Seminoles will hustle to the line. They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. Going for the big play. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. Kickoff team has the ball teed up and they're about ready to go. We've got a timeout from the kicking team. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really just how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
And back to the air on 2nd down. On the move and looking deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. They'll leave it with him. Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8, it leaves them with a 4th and 2. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Fort Worth. Each of these two offenses has looked like well-oiled machines, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out these two passing attacks have run circles around these defenses. Man or zone, nothing seems to be working, and I'm not sure that defensive coordinator is going to be able to figure things out here at halftime. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Amon G. Carter Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the 1st half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me, too.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional, and they're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4.
Cricket.
He'll do it himself. Oh, the ball's out! They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Reads it, fires complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. And the Horned Frogs are moving quickly down the field.
Easy. Ready, go.
Handoff to the lone back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. SMU rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He's going to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
He's looking to throw it. Buys a little extra time. He's going to take off, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. He'll take a shot. Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late. At least you got the party started.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. Trying to get back in this game with that last score. It's a 13-point game as they're set to kick off. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David. Oh, look out! And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Get a big play like that last one. You flip the field. You change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Feeling some heat. Finds his man down the middle. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
He's looking to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead.
TCU 23.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down.
42 Spider. Flip.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Horned Frogs come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Pocket starts to collapse.
The 3rd down offense has not been good, and add this one to the tab. Another 3rd down stop. They give up the sack. They're down by 3+ possessions. Nothing going this offense's way.
The Horned Frogs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll give it to the back. At the 40, there he goes. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, no! And the stomping has commenced.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. Just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Back open in the middle. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Discards him with the stiff arm. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Horned Frogs are marching down the field. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'd be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Gonna let it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Finds him out of the backfield. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Horned Frogs decide to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Man, that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Power football with the run. The Seminoles will have a first down. They get to the line quickly.
Pound it, pound it, pound it. I might not have that pretty run-pass ratio of 50-50, but if I can run the football...
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The incompletion on first down. Now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll pull it down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. To the ground to try to move the chains. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Yeah, and this offense doing more of what they do. This is the #1 offense in the country in first downs. They find a way to continue to move the football, run, pass, so much balance. This offense is so good.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Now they'll run it on the toss. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
After the run, now to throw. Got a man, it's King. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Quick release on the RPO. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Leaves it with the running back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. And the pummeling has started. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. LSU is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Death Valley for some time. They're up by 25 over the Coyotes. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
And the timing just a hair off.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Picked off. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Trying to run, it's King. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
I think one of the keys of this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They're a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red.
Touchdown Seminoles! And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
He's back to throw on second down. Grabs it in the middle.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, and it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.